Just 12 hours ago, the Grayson County Lady Cougars were preparing to make the trip to Hartford to face the Ohio County Lady Eagles. Then that game was canceled and scrambling for a new game. Was it going to be Graves County? Was it going to be Marshall County? And then an opportunity comes to face Muhlenberg County at the Owensboro Sportscenter. And that's where we are tonight. An opportunity to take down the defending third region runner-up. And a good evening and welcome to the Owensboro Sportscenter. Sam Gormley with you tonight. Welcome into our locker room show here on 103.9 The Moose. Our K105 Digital Productions broadcast is going to be forced to run on a delayed format coming tomorrow, but we will have all of the action right here on 103.9 The Moose. Coming up on our locker room show, we'll introduce you to both the Muhlenberg County Lady Mustangs, the Grayson County Lady Cougars, give you tonight's starting lineups, and talk to the head man himself, Ted Hill. That comes up and more right here on 103.9 The Moose.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. That's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Muhlenberg County entered tonight's game with a record of 0-1. In fact, they've only played one game. It was last night when they lost to Henderson County by a final score of 82-17. Now, Henderson County, one of the top teams in the entire state, and Muhlenberg County entering that game had not practiced since January the 10th. In fact, they had 45-minute shoot-around yesterday morning. It was their first practice in over 2 weeks of any time. That might be part of the reason. So it's kind of the question of, is Muhlenberg County down? Is it because they played their first game against a really good team? It's really not. There's not really an answer when it comes to it. Two players that return from Muhlenberg County as they lose 77.4% of their scoring. You've got Sarah Kate Bogus and JC Nalsinger. Lady Cougars are 4-4, looking for their fifth straight win. We'll let you know about them coming up. This is Lady Cougar basketball on 103.9 The Moose.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
We the people are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
only the United States, has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Midway Pharmacy.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Lady Cougars getting ready to get underway, facing the Muhlenberg County Lady Mustangs here tonight. Lady Cougars are winners of their last 4 games. After an 0-4 start, they've really turned it around with a 4-4 record. Those last 4 wins came against Meade County, Taylor County, Davis County, and Whitesville Trinity, all of which were at home. And the player that you needed to know over these past couple of games, Rachel Snyder, last week averaged 18 points and 17 rebounds, and that helped her be nominated for the Kentucky.com State Player of the Week. If you go to our Twitter at K105 Sports, there's a link to vote for Rachel and let her know that you think she was the top player of the week and averaging 18 points and 17 rebounds, including a 24-rebound night against it was against Davis County on Tuesday. As it was running through, all the games are starting to run together, which means that we're getting deeper into the season. Lady Cougars are coached by Ted Hill. He's in his second season, 24-17 as the head man of the Lady Cougars. We'll hear from him coming up after this. This is the Lady Cougar basketball right here on the Moose.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes! Make a plan today.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Back to the Locker Room Show here on Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose. Sam Gormley joined by the head coach, the Grayson County Lady Cougars head coach Ted Hill. And Coach, you went back and watched film from Friday night's win over Whitesville Trinity. What'd you see?
Saw a lot of good things. We played hard. We just missed a lot of easy shots there in the second half, and should have really put them away, but didn't. Held Morris to 2 points, which was good. All got away from us some and scored 24, but overall, pretty good effort and good district win. We'll take it.
Rachel Snyder this week is up for the Kentucky.com High School Player of the Week for girls basketball. Last week she averaged 18 points and 17 rebounds. How good did she play last week?
Real well, and she's been consistent, pretty consistent all year long. Had a couple of games there she didn't score a lot, but she just continues to rebound the ball like crazy, finishes around the basket, has some high-scoring games. And she's very capable of dropping 30 on you any night. So she's played real well. One of the best players in the region.
Players like Annie, Arissa, Ella, Reagan have all stepped up with scoring in the past couple of weeks. How much does that help Rachel into not feeling like she has to do everything on her own?
A lot. We have balanced scoring against Whitesville. 3 kids with 10 points and some others chipped in there. But Reagan shot the ball real well from 3. Arissa is getting some. Annie's gets us in her offense, and she'll get the ball where it needs to be 99% of the time, and she's scoring too as well. So really happy about that. And Ella's really come on the last 2.5, 3 games. So really proud of those kids.
Tonight playing in the Owensboro Sportscenter, what challenges does this place bring?
It's just another gym, and I think kids get it in their mind that it's not a good shooting gym and all that, but it is. It's you can shoot well here just like you can anywhere else. It's just in people's minds through the years. You come in here and you have a bad game shooting, all of a sudden no one can shoot well in the sports center. Well, there's been thousands of basketball games played in this arena, so
and some really good players too.
Oh yeah, real good.
10 hours ago, you were thinking you were going to be playing Ohio County. And then there was a period where you weren't sure you were going to be playing a game, and now you're playing Muhlenberg County on a very quick turnaround, a couple of hours before you know. Is that good for your team?
I think so. I would say with my kids, they really don't get all tied up into who we're playing unless it's probably a district game, and they just go out and play. And, we were totally prepared for Ohio County. Had a great practice yesterday, went over a lot with them. All of a sudden they're out and you're digging for games, and I think Grayson County and Marshall, they offered us money to come down there, and I didn't feel like getting home on Thursday evening, so
we appreciate that.
Yeah. And Coach Harper messaged and said, can we come to your place? Can't get the gym because of the band. Can't play at his place. And then I just kind of said I'd already called for practice at 3, and he messaged back and said we can get in the sports center. So what the heck? But playing a game is probably better than practicing anyway.
When you look at Muhlenberg County, they obviously lost a lot from last season, and they just played their first game of the year last night. What do you know about this team?
Very little. Just from where we played them last year, Knopfsinger is solid at point. Started all last year as a freshman. I think she pronounced it Bogus, I think, yes. Yeah. Very nice player, second leading rebounder for them. Just a sophomore, I think. Second leading three-point shooter for them last year. So we'll have our hands full, and they've been in quarantine and got their first one in last night, like you say. I don't know how great a shape they're in. I know it's hard. We just took 2 days off this weekend, and we were sucking air yesterday, so we'll see.
Coach, good luck.
Thank you.
We'll have more here coming up after this.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. That's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had a conversation about it.
And when I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
Country Station, 103.9 The...
Welcome back to the Owensboro Sportscenter. Grayson County and Muhlenberg County getting ready to get underway as this game came together a little bit before 2 o'clock this afternoon, so about 5.5 hours is about how long these two teams have known that they were going to be playing. This is right here on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose. If you're looking for a video broadcast, we're going to run it on a delayed broadcast. It'll be tomorrow at some point. You'll be able to follow us on Twitter at K105 Sports. We'll let you know when that will begin from. So it'll be Grayson County and Muhlenberg County here tonight. Muhlenberg County 0-1. Let's meet their starting lineups for the Lady Mustangs. Senior guard Chloe Lynn. Senior guard Maddie Vinson. Freshman guard J.C. Knopfsinger. Sophomore forward Sarah Kate Bogus. And senior forward number 32 Alyssa Browning. So once more that starting lineup: Browning, Bogus, Knopfsinger, Vincent, and Lynn. Assistant coaches Paul Drury, Hunter Knopfsinger, Nick Suttle. And the head coach in his 11th season from Muhlenberg County is Mike Harper. He's 185 and 134 overall. For Grayson County, they enter this game with a record of 4-4, and now time to meet their starting lineups for this game. Sophomore guard number 5, Arissa Riggs. Senior center number 13, Ella Robinson. Senior forward number 15, Rachel Snyder. Sophomore guard number 20, Annie Kuiper. And junior forward number 23, Reagan Cave. Once more, Cave, Kuiper, Snyder, Robinson, and Riggs. Assistant coaches for the Lady Cougars, Amber Hill and Elena Jones. And the head man in his second season, 24-17 record, is Ted Hill. That's the starting lineups for both teams. The play-by-play is next, right here on Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back here to the Owensboro Sportscenter. It's Grayson County and Muhlenberg County in a third region matchup here tonight. Again, just a couple of hours ago, this wasn't even on the docket, but they're going to end up playing this game here today. For Grayson County, the starting lineup: Harissa Riggs, Hillel Robinson, Rachel Snyder, Annie Kuiper, and Reagan Cave. And for Muhlenberg County, it's Chloe Lynn, May Vincent, JC Knopfsinger, Sarah Kate Bogus, and Alyssa Browning as your starting lineups. We'll take a break. The play-by-play of tonight's game is next here on 103.9 The Moose.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Anytime they're playing music downstairs, it's loud. I go downstairs, see what they're doing, see what music they're doing, see what they're dancing to. I go play piano downstairs, they come get involved. Leah has a drum set beside it, banging that. Any music, that's what they do.
It's time for basketball in Owensboro. Grayson County and Muhlenberg County to get underway here. The Lady Cougars going to start with the basketball. They will work from right to left on your radio dial. As Grayson County entering with a record of 4-4, they've won their last 4 games. On the other side, Muhlenberg County, only their second game on this young season. They're 0-1. Last night, they fell to Henderson County by a final score of 82-17, and the Lady Cougars will start this basketball game with the ball. It's Annie Kuiper in between the circles. Over to the far side, Riggs. Again, it's Kuiper, Riggs, Robinson, Snyder, and Cave as a starting lineup for the Lady Cougars. Down the right lane is Robinson. Jump pass outside to Riggs, and Riggs going to set it up. Lady Cougars in their home white jerseys with the orange numerals and the orange stripe up the side. Out to Snyder. She drives down the left lane, bodies up the defender. The shot's no good. Rebound on the floor, bouncing around. Snyder comes down with it, and she'll get it outside to Kuiper, who's left all alone in between the circles. Off to the left wing to Cave. Cave gets a screen from Snyder. Out front here to Riggs. Riggs thought about the three. Over to the far side, Kuiper. Kuiper off the right wing. Takes it with the left hand over here to the near side. Riggs out front, and she's going to set up the offense. Gets a screen from Robinson, dribbles it over the far side, back to Robinson at the right elbow. Robinson scans, tries to get it inside to Snyder, but instead gives it off to Kuiper. 50 seconds into tonight's game. Grayson County still in their first possession. No score here from the Owensboro Sportscenter between Grayson County and Muhlenberg County. Out front to Cave. Cave gets around her defender with a handoff pass to Robinson. Out front to Kuiper. Kuiper drives down that near side, picks it up outside to Robinson. She'll take the three, left wing. It is an air ball, and the long rebound is pulled down by Bogus for Muhlenberg County, and she dribbles it off of her foot, but they're going to say it was knocked out of bounds by Harissa Riggs in that far corner. Grayson County coming out in a full court press on the first defensive possession of this game. It's their traditional diamond look. And Muhlenberg County Bogus breaks the timeline on the far side. She does a pass over to the left wing to Lynn. Lynn's left all alone. Now she's picked up by Snyder. Lynn drives into the lane, gives it off to that is Browning, who drives down the right side, and she is fouled by Grayson County. Foul is whistled. It looks like it's on Ella Robinson. That is her first and the team's first. 6 minutes, 26 seconds to play in the first quarter. No score between Muhlenberg County and Grayson County. To the free throw line will be Alyssa Browning. She did not attempt a free throw last season, and she misses her first one. The senior forward scored 3 points in the loss last night to Henderson County. She's a three-point specialist. 70.5% of her shots last season came from beyond the arc. She misses both of her free throws, though. And 90 seconds into our game, it's no score between Grayson County and Muhlenberg County. In between the circles, Riggs off to the left wing to Cave. Cave gets a screen from Riggs, cross-court to Snyder. Snyder on the right wing. She'll drive down the right lane, bodies up her defender, goes up, loses it, has it stripped away, but it's run down by Kuiper. Kuiper with the left hand, drives inside the free throw line, passes it out to Riggs. Riggs thinks about the left wing three. She'll drive down, splits defenders off the right side. The shot's no good, but Harissa Riggs will go to the free throw line as she will shoot two. As the foul is going to be whistled there on Muhlenberg County. It's their first foul. So to the line will be Harissa Riggs. She will shoot two on the season. The sophomore is a 41.7% free throw shooter. She misses the first one. So one thing about the Owensboro Sportscenter is it's obviously different than any gym that you play in the entire season because it's obviously the biggest. And you've got different depth perception and so on as Riggs makes the second end of the 2-point opportunity. And it's 1-0 Lady Cougars as Muhlenberg County nearly has the ball stolen away in the backcourt. Grayson County going to keep the basketball. 6:01 to play here in our opening quarter. Grayson County 1, Muhlenberg County nothing. In the backcourt, it is Knopfsinger. Gives it off to Bogus. Bogus drives down at the free throw line, gets inside, and a foul is going to be called on the drive on Robinson. And 2 quick fouls picked up by Robinson. Ted Hill wanted a steps violation called. The official disagreed. So for Robinson, that is her second and the team's second. Ted Hill talking with the official right now, letting him know that he thought it should have been a walk. So it will stay underneath the own basket. It'll be Knopfsinger, the freshman, to pass this in. Scans, gets it down to that left block to Bogus, who goes up on Robinson. Nice defense by Ella, and it's a no-good shot to Snyder. Snyder tries an outlet pass off to Riggs, but it's long and out of bounds. Lady Cougars trying to work in transition. They tried that outlet pass down to Riggs, and it was just off her fingertips and went out of bounds. 1-0, Grayson County, 5:46 to play. Kuiper gets her hand on the inbounds pass, but can't save it from going inbounds. Substitution checking in for Grayson County. It's Brianna Dennis into the game. The senior forward for the Lady Cougars averaging 1.1 points and 3.1 rebounds per game. Muhlenberg County passes it in to Browning. Browning gets it back now to Bogus. Bogus picked up by Reagan Cave, who's following her up the court. And she'll break the timeline at the Owensboro Sportscenter logo. Over to the far side. Catch and shoot 3 is up, and it is short. No good by Lynn. Rebounded by the Lady Cougars. Snyder, outlet pass up to Riggs. Riggs, wide open layup down the left lane. It's good. Arissa Riggs has all 3 of the Lady Cougars points, and they're up 3-0. 5 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. Quickly pushing up the floor comes Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger dumps a pass off to the right side. The shot is no good by Vinson. She gets the rebound back, and she has it on the right wing. Pass inside to Bogus. Bogus blocked from behind by Dennis, and they're going to whistle a foul called on Brianna Dennis from behind. So 3 quick fouls in the Lady Cougars forwards.
Number 21, Brianna Dennis, her first personal, team third.
So for Dennis, that's her first and the team's third. And to the free throw line will be Sarah Kate Bogus, the sophomore forward, 57.4% from the free throw line. And that one is no good. She misses that. As a team last season, Muhlenberg County was a pretty good free throw shooting team, 69.3%, but they have lost 77.4% of their scoring from a year ago. Bogus makes the second end of the 2-point play there, and it's 3-1 Lady Cougars. Snyder down inside to Kuiper. Kuiper out front here to Riggs. Riggs scans, passes out in front here to Cave. Cave inside to Dennis on the right block. Dennis looking for help and walks with it. Possession will go back towards Grayson County. 3-1, Lady Cougs on top. 4:49 to play here in our opening quarter from the Owensboro Sportscenter between Grayson County and Muhlenberg County. And they pass in. Kuiper gets her hand on the inbounds pass again, but again can't save it inbounds as it falls out on that far side of the floor. Bogus passes into Knopfsinger, breaks the timeline right up the middle. She's going to work over to the far side, passes out there and throws it away as it was a wild pass looking for Maddie Vincent. And it goes out of bounds. So Grayson County going to get the basketball back. Arissa Riggs passes in to Annie Kuiper. And the sophomore guard, Kuiper, is going to break the timeline straight away for Grayson County. Kuiper scans the defense, trying to get something going for Grayson County. Off to the right wing to Riggs. Both teams ice cold to start, but really neither team shooting the ball much as they haven't really got many shots off. Kuiper straight away drives down the right side. She's now going to take it inside off the right block. The layup's no good. Rebound on the floor is out of bounds off of Muhlenberg County. So possession will stay with the Lady Cougars. Substitutions coming into the game for Muhlenberg County. You've got number 34, Rachel Joins, and number 2, Macy Fields. Kuiper will pass this in from underneath of her own basket. She scans, gets it over the far side. Riggs, 3, far side off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound bouncing around, and it'll be saved inbounds by Muhlenberg County's Joins. Joins an outlet pass over to the far side to Fields. Fields push up that far side of the court. Arissa Riggs and Annie Kuiper quickly double team, and Kuiper gets the steal. Annie Kuiper, fast break down the right side. Ingles back here towards the near side. Reverse layup, good. Nice move by Annie Kuiper And it's 5-1 Lady Cougs halfway through the first quarter here from the Owensboro Sportscenter. Down here to the near side, Fields guarded by Riggs. Out front now to Bogus. Bogus here to the near side to Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger picked up by Kuiper. And she's going to set it up and set up this offense for Muhlenberg County. They're still looking for their first shot from the field. They're 1 of 4 from the free throw line, which is all of their points here so far. Straightaway joins. Passes over to the left wing to Fields. Fields back outside here to Lynn. 3 straight away. It's off to the right. No good. Rebound on the floor. Dennis comes down with it. Nice rebound for the senior. She needs to find help and finds it with Kuiper on the far side. Kuiper, an outlet pass down here to Snyder. Snyder down the left lane. Goes up with a shot up the left side. The basket's good. Snyder split the defenders. She saw the opening down the lane. And Grayson County has a 7-1 early lead here with 3:09 to play here in the first quarter. Far side, Lynn breaks the timeline. She's got it on the left wing. Drives down the left side. Scanning for help, and she's just chased back outside to the wing. Passes over here to the right side to Field. She'll take the 3. Right wing, it's an air ball. Saved inbounds by Muhlenberg County, but her foot was on the baseline, says the official. Rachel Joins tried to get it, but it's out of bounds. 2:53 to play here in the opening quarter. Grayson County 7, Muhlenberg County 1. Riggs checks out of the game for Grayson County. Sydney Perkins, the freshman, checks in. Sydney's been playing getting some good minutes here. She had some big free throws in the game last week against Taylor County. She has it stripped away. It's run down, though, by Cave. She gets it inside to Dennis. Dennis goes up, finds help out front here with Perkins. Perkins, 3 straight away is good. Sydney Perkins knocks down the open 3. She's only shooting 14% from 3, but I don't think that's anywhere near as good as a three-point shooter she is. She is a lot better than she's being shown. Kuiper strips it away from behind into the hands of Perkins, and Perkins is fouled immediately by Muhlenberg County. I think the whistle is on Macy Fields. It is on Fields. That is her first and the team's second here in this first quarter of play. Corey Milam going to check in for Annie Kuiper. So you've got Perkins and Milam, the 2 freshmen, who are going to be running the point here for Grayson County. Corey Milam had a good game as well last week. She'll break the timeline in between the circles. Will the freshman Milam? Milam gets a screen from Snyder, drives down the right side, dumps a pass over to the far side to Perkins, out front here to Snyder. Snyder jump pass inside to Dennis. She knocks it back outside to Perkins. Perkins off to Snyder. Snyder at the free throw line. Looking, gets around the defender off the left side. The basket's good. Nice move by Rachel Snyder. She gets down the lane in Grayson County. All over Muhlenberg County early, 12-1 with 1:50 to play here in the first quarter. Down the lane goes Knopfsinger. Jump pass over to the far side. Catch and shoot 3 is up and no good by Muhlenberg County, and a rebound on the floor is taken here by Milam. Milam finds Reagan Cave for help. Cave, an outlet pass over to the right wing to Snyder. Snyder thinks about the 3, takes one dribble over here to the near side to Perkins. Out front to Cave. Cave, she'll take the 3. Deep, straight away, good! Reagan Cave hits a 3, and it's Grayson County 15. Muhlenberg County 1, 1:20 to play here in the first quarter. Lady Cougars on fire here in the past couple of minutes to open this game up wide open. Down inside, stolen away by Snyder on the interior pass. Here comes Grayson County on the fast break. Snyder spin move straight away. Drives down the left side, another spin move, and an offensive foul is going to be called on Snyder on the drive. That's her first and the team's 4th. 1:05 now to play in the quarter as Briley Renfro is set to check in for Grayson County.
Substitution for Lady Cougars, number 22, Renfro, is Stelling Snyder.
And she will check in for Rachel Snyder. For Rachel, that's only her first and the team's 4th here early on in this game. Grayson County 15, Muhlenberg County 1. Trapped in the backcourt is Browning, gets it off here to the near side to Knopfsinger, who saves it inbounds. Pass interior down to the left block to Vinson. Vinson has it wrapped up on the left block. Briley Renfro got her hand in there and was able to get it in, and it's going to be a pass underneath of the basket now for Muhlenberg County to pass this in with 55.9 seconds on the clock. Scans over to the far side to Bogus. Bogus drives down off the right side. The basket's no good. Rebounded by Reagan Cave. Outlet pass off to Renfro. Renfro up the far side of the floor, chased by Milam. And they're going to set up this offense. Briley Renfro, the younger sister of Kenzie Renfro, the leading scorer for the Lady Cougars last season. 38 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter. Grayson County up by 14 early on. Down to the right block to Dennis. Dennis quickly triple teamed. Back outside to Cave. Cross court to Milam. She goes high up to grab it. Outside to Renfro. Renfro gives it off to Perkins. Perkins gets the play called from head coach Ted Hill now. 20 seconds on the clock, and it appears that Grayson County going to hold for the last shot in this quarter. Perkins picks up her dribble, needs to find help with Renfro with 13 seconds. Renfro is bodied up and fouled by Bogus. That'll be Bogus' first.
Mustangs foul on number 30, Bogus, her first.
And the team's third. Gracie Franklin going to check into the game for Grayson County. Substitution coming out is Brianna Dennis. So you've got Renfro, Cave, Milam, Perkins, and Franklin into the game with 11.8 on the first quarter clock. It's Perkins over here to the near side with 6 seconds. To the near side to Franklin with 5 seconds. Grayson County's got to get a shot off to Milam. Back to Franklin. 3, left wing at the buzzer is no good. But Grayson County dominating the first quarter. Lady Cougs are up on this one 15-1. This is Lady Cougar basketball on 103.9 The Moose.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. It's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig. The free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
Lady Cougars on top 15-1 early on in this game, and this was a great first quarter. They started off slow as it was really 3-1 for the majority of that quarter, but they ended up catching fire late in that period to take their current lead here at 15-1. Not sure that the last time Grayson County held a team without a field goal in the first half. Ted Hill's got to be thrilled with his defense here early on to start in this basketball game. Muhlenberg County, again, last season was the third region runner-up. But they lost a lot from that team. 77.4% of their scoring from Muhlenberg County is gone, including their 3 leading scorers. Players like Destin Armour, Houseland, all gone for Muhlenberg County, and it's starting to show.
On the alternating possession, the Lady Cougars basketball to start the second.
So the Lady Cougars going to start this quarter with the basketball. It'll be Sydney Perkins to pass in. She gets it into Renfro. And Renfro breaks the timeline. So Ted Hill going with this young lineup on the floor still. Perkins, Cave, Renfro, Milam, and Franklin. Franklin over on the far side. She's the lone senior. She does a pass over to Perkins. Off to the left wing to Renfro. Inside to Cave off the left block. Jump pass outside to Franklin. Franklin picks up her dribble. Finds help straight away. And it's stolen away by Muhlenberg County. Knocked into the backcourt. And it's going to roll all the way out of bounds. Down to the underneath of the basket, but Grayson County is going to keep the basketball. With 7 minutes and 33 seconds to play here in the second quarter, Rachel Snyder going to check back into the game, as will Amy Kuiper, Corey Milam, and Reagan Cave will check out. So you've got Franklin, Snyder, Kuiper, Perkins, and Renfro on the floor for Grayson County. Lady Cougars last season against Muhlenberg County, it was a 75-61 Lady Mustang win in Greenville. Left side, Snyder takes one dribble, gives it back to Renfro. Renfro to the left wing. Franklin, 3, left side, good. Gracie Franklin hits the 3 from the left wing, and it's 18-1 Grayson County. 7:11 to play here in the second quarter. Bogus angles back here towards the middle. Jump pass over to the far side is at first looked like it was going to be stolen away by Renfro, and she does knock it out of bounds off of Muhlenberg County. Bradley Renfro fell hard after that play, and I was a little worried at first that she might have been hurt or something. It was just a hard fall, but she immediately hopped back up. 18-1, Lady Cougs, 7 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Kuiper here to the near side to Renfro. Off to the left wing to Franklin. She just hit a 3. Interior pass down to the left block to Snyder. Off the left side, can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Knopfsinger, and she dribbles it off of her foot, and it's out of bounds. Grayson County basketball. Knopfsinger went to move up the floor and ends up walking with it. Some score updates to bring you as Grayson County passes this in Kentucky basketball. It's Alabama 62, Kentucky 54 in the closing minute of their game down from Tuscaloosa. Lady Cougars, though, in better news, up 18-1. To the free throw line to Snyder. Snyder down the left lane, spins back to the far side, goes up with a shot. It's no good, but she's fouled by Muhlenberg County. That foul is going to be whistled on Knopfsinger. That is her first and the team's fourth. So Rachel Snyder will go to the free throw line. She will shoot 2 on the season. She's 57.4%, and she misses that one just off the front of the iron. Rachel Snyder is up for the Lexington Herald Leader Player of the Week. Last week she averaged 18 points and 17 rebounds. Because of that, she's listed there as one of the top players in the state. So you can vote for her if you go to the Kentucky Herald Leaders website, or if you just go to our K105 Sports Twitter, we have a link for you to vote. As in the backcourt, the ball is ramped up. The jump ball as it was bouncing around, and Grayson County wraps up Muhlenberg County, but the Lady Mustangs will keep the basketball. 19-1. After Rachel Snyder makes 1 of 2 from the free throw line, she's up to 5 points. Grayson County dominating this game early on. Renfro knocks the inbounds pass out of bounds as they tried to get it into Knopfsinger. So it'll be Bogus to pass in from in front of the Lady Cougars bench. She scans. They got to get it in, and just ahead of the 5-second count, she throws it in, but it's off of Kuiper. She steals it away to Snyder. Snyder inside the free throw line has it stripped away. Renfro runs it down. It smartly just backs it out front to Kuiper. Off to the left wing to Franklin. Into the corner here to Riggs. Riggs back out to Franklin. Over to the right wing to Renfro. Renfro to the free throw line to Snyder. Snyder bodies up her defender. Outside to Franklin. 3, left wing is short. Rebounded by Snyder. The putback up, good.
Rachel Snyder with the putback.
Rachel Snyder gets the putback. Timeout on the floor taken by Muhlenberg County. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We're going to take it with them. This is Lady Cougar basketball right here on 103.9 The Moose.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All Lady Cougars early on in tonight's game. It's 21-1. They lead Muhlenberg County with 6:07 to play here in the first half. As the Mustangs, you can tell, are just really, really young. And then it can't help that since January the 10th, the only practice they've had is a 45-minute shoot-around yesterday. That's it. So, I mean, when you don't practice as the inbounds pass is knocked out of bounds by Kuiper. And Muhlenberg County, though, is going to keep the basketball. I mean, when you don't practice over 2 weeks, it's just a recipe for just little mistakes and, conditioning and everything. And you're starting to see it a little bit here for the Mustangs. As they break the timeline, it's an outlet pass over to the far side to Lynn. Lynn gives it off. Far side 3 is up, in, out. And rebounded by Rachel Snyder. She loops the pass down to Riggs, who catches it on the right wing. To the free throw line to Renfro, who catches it. But she caught it on her shoulder, and by the time she brought it down to dribble, she walks with it. 21-1. Grayson County on top of Muhlenberg County. 5:52 to play here in the second quarter.
Substitution for Lady.
Reagan Cave will check into the game. Checking out will be Gracie Franklin. So it'll be Renfro, Cave, Snyder, Kuiper, and Riggs on the floor for Grayson County. Again, this full court press that Muhlenberg County has had a lot of issues with breaking this one. Knopfsinger up the near side, and a foul is going to be whistled on Briley Renfro. As they say that she got her on the arm, I guess is what the official said here. It is the first foul called on Renfro, the team's 5th. So Muhlenberg County will pass this one in from right in front of our vantage point here. And they get it in to Lynn. Lynn's going to break the timeline right at the logo. Angles it back here towards the near side. Off to the right wing, a handoff pass to Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger guarded by Renfro. 22-on-22 and a drive in, and there's going to be a foul called on Renfro. That'll be her 2nd and the team's 6th. So Knopfsinger drove in on Renfro, and Renfro just stuck her arm out just enough to pick up the foul. Substitution coming into the game for Grayson County, it's Addie Bratcher. She'll check in for Briley Renfro. This is actually good to see tonight. There's some Cougar student section members here. They haven't been able to go to a game at all this season. Looks like there's 4 of them here tonight. The Rowdy Cougs are in the building. Passing down inside, and a shot off the left side by Bogus is no good. And a foul is going to be whistled there on Grayson County. Not sure who they ended up whistling. I think they called that on Cave. So to the free throw line will be Bogus. She will shoot 2. She's 1 of 2 tonight, and you can make that 2 of 3. Muhlenberg County with their second basket in this game. As I know that you've got Caden Woodcock and Zach Bratcher both up there. I want to give them a huge shout out as they committed late last week to play college football at Campbellsville University. It's a really big deal, and they have a lot to be proud of. Bogus misses the second free throw. Long rebound on the floor. Riggs has it, and a jump ball is going to be called, and it'll be possession towards the Lady Cougars. 21-2, Grayson County on top, 5:33 to play in tonight's game. Cave throws it like a quarterback into Bratcher. Bratcher gives it off to Kuiper. Kuiper being chased by a defender. Jump pass inside, stolen away by Knopfsinger. And a foul is going to be whistled from behind. Called on Grayson County. It's called on Rachel Snyder. For Snyder, that is her second. And the team's 7th. As I'm not sure, she must have gotten her with a body or something from behind. I wasn't able to really see as the official had a little bit better of an angle. But it will turn into more free throws for Muhlenberg County, as this time it will be Knopfsinger to the line. She's not been to the line so far today. She was a 53% free throw shooter last season. First free throw is up, and it is no good on the bonus, and the rebound is by Rachel Snyder. 21-2, Lady Cougs remain on their lead. Muhlenberg County has not scored from the floor in this game. Snyder off the left wing. Handoff pass to Riggs. Left wing 3 for the sophomore is no good. Rebound bouncing around, and it's ripped down by Browning. Or no, sorry, that is Joins. Joins gives it off here to Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger breaks the timeline, getting around the freshman. Bratcher gets around Riggs. Jump pass over to the far side, goes through the hands of Lynn, and it goes out of bounds into the Lady Cougar bench. So Grayson County going to get the basketball back here, 21-2. They're up with 5 minutes to play in the second quarter. It's really weird here playing tonight as an outlet pass down to Snyder, who's wide open and down the right lane. The layup is good for Rachel Snyder. They left her alone in transition. She's got 5 in the quarter, 9 for the game, and it's Grayson County 23, Muhlenberg County 2. They throw the ball, and she almost goes off, but just saving it inbounds is Macy Fields. And it's good. We're at courtside tonight, so we're actually able to get a better angle sometimes than the official. And she did save it inbounds. As we probably the best angle out of anybody. Shot down here to the near side is no good by Muhlenberg County, and on the rebound, a jump ball as Annie Kuiper wraps up Bogus, and it will be Muhlenberg County basketball from underneath of the basket. 23-2. Grayson County on top, 4.5 minutes to play here in the first half. Substitution coming in for the Mustangs. It'll be Maddie Vincent. It's a final score in college basketball to bring you Alabama defeating Kentucky by a final score of 70-59. Passing in down to the left block. The shot is no good by Joins. Rebounded by Snyder for Grayson County. Lady Cougars pushing right up the middle of the floor, off to the left wing to Kuiper. Kuiper drives down, gets around her defender. The layup's good off the left side. Kuiper used the extra burst of speed to get around her defender on the left block and ends up getting an easy layup off the left side. And Grayson County now leads this one 25-2. Passing here to the near side to Fields. Fields drives down the free throw line. Her floater is up, no good. Rebounded by Snyder for Grayson County. Snyder pushing for Grayson County. Right up the middle. She's going to go coast to coast. Off the right side, the floater is no good. The bank is not open for the senior. Muhlenberg County now with a fast break. Out to Fields. Fields picked up by Bratcher, and she reached in there and looked like she almost got her hand on it beforehand, but it looks like she got just enough of the body to give a foul here, and it will be one in the bonus coming for the sophomore guard, Macy Fields. Last season, she was 3 of 4 from the line. So for Bratcher, that's her first in the team's 8th. Into the game for Grayson County, Brianna Dennis. She'll check in for Snyder, and Corey Milam will check into the game for Addie Bratcher. Free throw up, no good. Dennis with a rebound for Grayson County as Macy Fields misses that free throw. Again, Muhlenberg County only 2 points so far in this game. They've yet to score from the field. Annie Kuiper in between the circles. Picks up her dribble and finds Milam. Milam gets a screen from Kuiper, back over to the far side here to Riggs. Riggs angles back here towards the far side. Drives down and tried to get an interior pass inside to Milam, but put a little bit too much on that. So possession will go back here towards Grayson County. 3:32 to play here in the first half. It's Grayson County 25, Muhlenberg County 2. Bogus, an outlet pass down here to the near side to Fields. Fields here to the near side, 3 up, and it's an air ball by Muhlenberg County, but they get the rebound back, and it's run down in the corner by Browning, stolen away by Kuiper. Kuiper pushing for the Lady Cougars, 2-on-1, off to Riggs on the right side, the layup is good. When you're going 2-on-1, you got to give the ball up, and a timeout on the floor is taken by Muhlenberg County. It is another 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. This is Lady Cougar basketball on the Moose.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Grayson County 27, Muhlenberg County 2, 3:15 to play here in this second quarter. Grayson County is putting an old-fashioned butt-whooping on Muhlenberg County right now. There's just no other way to put it. But now here's the key, is the last thing you want to do is get too comfortable and allow Muhlenberg to come back in this one. Is there is still a ton of time in this game left. So you still got 2.5 quarters in this game, as there's still 3 minutes to play in this first half. You got to be sure that you can continue to dominate. Milam knocks a pass back into Bogus' hands. Bogus will do a handoff pass to the far side to Lynn. Lynn gets around her defender Kuiper, dumps a pass down to the left block. Now kicking over to the far side to Bogus. Bogus drives down that far baseline. Her floater is up, no good. Rebounded by Knopfsinger, who goes off the right side and makes the basket. Muhlenberg County has their first points from the field with 2 minutes and 47 seconds to play in this first half of action. Deep three by Arissa Riggs from the right wing is no good. Rebound on the floor is taken by Cave as multiple players hit the deck, and they're going to stop play. As looks like we might have had some head banging or something as Brianna Dennis hit the floor for Grayson County. Hitting the floor for Muhlenberg County is Macy Fields. And I believe it was Alyssa Browning who was the other player. Brianna Dennis can immediately check out. Ella Robinson will check in. Arissa Riggs will check out. Sydney Perkins will check in for her. I don't blame the officials there for stopping that, as you had 3 players who were on the floor, and it's a 23-point game. There's no point in getting anybody hurt. Right wing Milam down inside to Cave, and it's knocked out of bounds by Muhlenberg County. Possession will stay with the Lady Cougars. So they will pass that in from the far corner. They lead 27-4. Milam passes off to the right wing to Kuiper. Kuiper with the left hand. Back inside to Robinson off the right side. She turns it around. The shot's up too much on it. Rebounded by Muhlenberg County's Bogus. Bogus pushing up the far side of the floor. Mustangs trying to run a little bit, but immediately Sydney Perkins staying in front of her. Now gets around Perkins over to the far side. It is driven in by Vincent. Off the left side, the basket's good by Maddie Vincent. That was Browning that got the basket there, as it was passed from Vincent. Here comes Milam down the right side. From 10 feet off the right side, the bank is open for Corey Milam. Grayson County spreading out the scoring in this one. It's 29-6 here in this game. I think our scoreboard's just a little bit behind. 2 minutes to play here in the first half, as they have now given Muhlenberg County their 2 points here. So it's 29-6. Knopfsinger gets around, jump pass inside to Browning, guarded by Robinson, who's playing with the 2 fouls. Outside to Fields. Fields swings it over, and on the floor, Milam's got it. Throws a pass out to Kuiper, and now it's going to be on the floor. A jump ball will be called. Possession will go towards Grayson County. 1 minute, 45 seconds to play here in the first half. Grayson County 29, Muhlenberg County 6. So I do know that Mike Harper, who's the head coach of Muhlenberg County, he's been the only head coach for the new Muhlenberg County High School. He's a really good coach, and I know he's a really nice guy too, as Ella Robinson sets a big-time screen as out front here to Kuiper. Kuiper down inside to Robinson, spins it down to the right side, and a whistle is blown. An offensive foul is called on Ella Robinson underneath, as it looked like she made a nice move, but they're going to call an offensive foul on her. I'll admit it, I didn't see that. 29-6 with 1:35 to play here in the second quarter. Grayson County trying to get into the half with a 20-plus point lead would be nice. Interior pass stolen away by Robinson. An outlet pass off to Kuiper. It hits off her back foot Milam there to pick it up, though. Milam, a jump pass to Cave. Cave inside to Robinson. Wide open up the left block. Robinson gets her first basket of the game. Grayson County has had, I think, 7 or 8 players that have scored here at quick glance. 8 players have scored for Grayson County. They lead 31-6, and Robinson's going to pick up another foul underneath. That's her 4th underneath of the basket, as hitting the deck was Muhlenberg County's player. So Robinson picks up her 4th foul and the team's 9th. So 1 in the bonus will come for the Lady Mustangs to Macy Fields. Immediately, Gracie Franklin going to check into the game, I would presume, for Robinson. It's 1 in the bonus coming. Shots up and good. Gracie Franklin will check in for Robinson. He made a nice play down underneath. So Lady Cougars have had 8 players that have scored. Snyder is leading the way with 9 points. But we talked with Ted Hill before the game about spreading out the wealth. Lady Cougars are doing a good job at that. As the second free throw is good. Substitution into the game for the Lady Mustangs. It's Rachel Joins who will check in. 31-8. Grayson County on top. 1:10 to play here in the first half. Milam trapped in the backcourt, finds Cave. Cave gets it to the middle of the floor to Kuiper, and Kuiper's going to break the timeline across the top. Over to the right wing, deep, thinking about the deep 3 was Franklin. She instead holds off to the right elbow to Kuiper. Kuiper down the right side, passes out to Cave. Cave off to Franklin. Franklin here to the left wing to Milam. Inside down to the left block to Cave. Out front to Franklin. Deep 3, straight away is short. Rebound on the floor, long, is pulled down by Fields for the Lady Mustangs. Fields right up the middle with the basketball. She's guarded by Kuiper. Over to the left wing to Bogus. Bogus quickly double-teamed off to the left elbow to Browning. Outside, jump pass back inside to Joins. Joins has it stripped by Perkins, gets it back, goes up with a shot. It is no good. Rebound on the floor is pulled down by Muhlenberg County. It was Browning. Her turnaround jumper was no good. Rebounded by Cave. Cave an outlet pass off to Milam. Milam jump pass to the middle to Franklin. Franklin down here to the near side to Kuiper. Kuiper down to the left block. Outside to Perkins. Left wing 3 for the freshman. Count it. Sydney Perkins has got 6 points. And it's 34-18 with 6 seconds to play. Lady Mustangs got to get something to go. Down the right side, Knopfsinger. Her floater, no good. Rebounded by Cave. Milam pushing up the floor, and it's Grayson County 34, Muhlenberg County 8 here early on in this game. It's all Lady Cougars at the end of 1. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. It's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig. The free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a 4th ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
See.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
All Lady Cougars early on in this game. They lead 34-8 here at the half, and Ted Hill has got to be thrilled with his team. They allowed 1 field goal from the field in the first half. So 6 of Muhlenberg County's 8 points came from the charity stripe. Only 1 basket from the field. They only scored 1 point in the first quarter. That's getting it done on defense. And Muhlenberg County's had their shots, but really they haven't been able to get the ball inside because of the excellent defense by Grayson County. Coming up in our halftime show, we'll run down the scoring from this game. 8 different Lady Cougars scoring in the first half. We'll run down the scores from around the region and what to look for in the second half. This is Lady Cougar basketball right here on K105.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. It's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig. the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Station 103.9 The Moose.
All Lady Cougars in the first half. They lead this one 34-8 here from the Owensboro Sportscenter against Muhlenberg County, the defending third region champions, struggling early on in this game. They only make one shot from the field. Try to see if we can't bring you some score updates from around the region. Earlier today, it was Owensboro Catholic in girls basketball who defeated Meade County here at the Owensboro Sportscenter. It was game one of their doubleheader tonight. Other scores to bring you. Central Hardin loses to Barron County by a final score of 59-58. In girls basketball, Greenwood wins at the buzzer against South Warren 67-65 at the end of the third quarter. Bayfield on top of Callaway County 32-31. Warren Central in girls basketball 44, Warren East 36. 5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter of their game. Boys basketball final score of Ohio County defeating Apollo by a final score of 69-57. Boys basketball score to bring you here at the end of 3. Metcalfe County 48, Cumberland County 44. Other scores to look for and see if we can't really bring you, and that seems like most of them right now. As I see here, one more, Owensboro Catholic boys on top of Christian County by a score of 28-15. That scores at the half, and a boys basketball final, Owensboro defeating Breckenridge County by a final score of 72-26. Our score, though, Lady Cougars 34, Muhlenberg County 8. As we'll come back, run down the scoring from this game, get you ready for the second half, as this is Lady Cougar basketball right here on 103.9 The Moose.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
Connect Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Lady Cougars all over Muhlenberg County here at the half, 34-8. Running down the scoring from this game from Muhlenberg County, 4 players have 2 points. Macy Fields, JC Knopfsinger, Sarah Kate Bogus, and Alyssa Browning. That's all. In fact, they only have 1 basket from the field. It was by JC Knopfsinger with 2 minutes and 47 seconds to play in the second quarter. So, I mean, when you hold a team scoreless from the field for the first 13 minutes of game time, that's really good. It doesn't matter what team you're playing. If a team's struggling or not, that's a big deal. For Grayson County, the leading scorer, they're spreading it out. 8 different players have scored in the game so far tonight. Rachel Snyder, she's got 9 points. 6 points from Sydney Perkins, 5 from Marissa Riggs, 4 from Annie Kuiper, 3 each from Reagan Cave and Gracie Franklin, 2 for Corey Milam, and 2 for Ella Robinson for the scoring for Grayson County. Again, Lady Cougars have put 8 players into the scorebook so far. Sure, if you ask Ted Hill, he'd like to put all of them into the scorebook before tonight's game is over. In Grayson County with a 34-8 lead here, looking to win their 5th straight game. The Lady Cougars will be back in action right now, scheduled. Again, this is as of January the 26th at 8:28 p.m. because in 2 minutes everything could change. I mean, this entire schedule could be blown up because you never know what could happen during this season. The Lady Cougars are scheduled to play at Edmonson County on Friday evening, 6 p.m. The boys' end of that doubleheader has been postponed. We'll let you know when all that changes and more as we know it. Second half's next. Lady Cougs on top, 34-8. It's Lady Cougar basketball on the Moose.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19. The anxiety can be overwhelming. If you're feeling extra worried, you're not alone. You can still contact a mental health professional. They're ready to help you get through this. And remember, prepare, focus on the essentials. Protect, keep some space from people outside your home, and disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
Anytime they're playing music downstairs, it's loud. I go downstairs, see what they're doing, see what music they're doing, see what they're dancing to. I go play piano downstairs, they come get involved. Leah has a drum set beside it, banging that. Any music, that's what they do.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Lady Mustangs start with the basketball. It'll be Chloe Lynn to pass in. They trail 34-8 against Grayson County, only making 1 shot from the field. They made 6 free throws, though, in that first half of play. Grayson County had 8 players score as Lynn will pass it into the backcourt to Knopfsinger. We're underway here in the second half of play. Muhlenberg County working from right to left on your radio dial. Over to the far side, Bogus gets it into that right corner. Back to Bogus, down the right side. Engels back here towards the near side. Drives in and is fouled down the left side. Good play call coming out of the bench by Mike Harper, the head coach from Muhlenberg County. As that foul is called on Riggs. It's our first, and the team's first here of the second half. So to the free throw line will be Sarah Kate Bogus. She is 2 of 4 tonight. And you can make that 2 of 5 as she misses the front end of the 2-point opportunity. Grayson County dominating the first half of action. There's just no other way to put it. 34-8. They lead Muhlenberg County. The second free throw is good by Bogus. And Grayson County gets their first offensive possession here of this second half. Riggs down to the left block to Perkins, who's getting her minutes here. She starts the second half. And they give it off to the right wing to Riggs. Out front to Kuiper. As you've got Kuiper, Riggs, Riggs, Cave, Snyder, and Perkins to start this half. Down the left side, Kuiper gets straight to the hole and lays it in off the left side. Annie Kuiper's got 6 points, and Grayson County has a 36-9 lead. 7 minutes and 20 seconds to play. Far side, Bogus gets it back here towards the near side to Knopfsinger. Out front, Knopfsinger's got it, loses the ball, gains it back at the free throw line. Far side, catch and shoot three by Lynn is good. Chloe Lynn last season, 21.7% from beyond the arc. But she makes that one. Miss Kuiper down to the left block, outside to Snyder. Thought about the three, did Rachel. She's got 9 points, leading the scores for the Grayson County. Spin move in the left lane, goes up with a shot off the left side. It's no good, rebounded by Bogus. Bogus, an outlet pass down to Lynn, off the right side, chased by Kuiper. The layup is good. (36-14), and Perkins trapped in the backcourt and finds Rachel Snyder for Grayson County. Snyder at the free throw line, drives in off the left side. The basket is no good, can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Muhlenberg County, and a jump ball is going to be called, and Grayson County is going to keep the basketball. As Browning and Cave fought for it underneath of the basket. But Grayson County is going to get the basketball and keep it with them underneath of their own basket here. 36-14, they're on top. 6 minutes, 25 seconds to play. Kuiper passes into the left block to Snyder off the left side. It's good. Rachel Snyder puts her name into double figures. She's got 11 points, and it's 38-14 Grayson County, 6:20 to play in tonight's game. Jump pass off to the left wing to Lynn. She just hit a three earlier on. Cross court into the middle. Driving down is Bogus off the left side. It's way off to the left. Rebounded by Snyder. An outlet pass to Kuiper. Kuiper wide open. She passes down to the right block to Riggs, who goes up off the right side. Can't get it to fall, but she is fouled on the shot by Muhlenberg County.
Foul on number 22.
It's called on Knopfsinger.
Her second.
That is her second and the team's first. So to the free throw line will be Arissa Riggs. She is 1 of 2 tonight. She's got 5 points, and you can make that 6 as she drains that free throw. Grayson County coming up the next couple of games. Road trip here at Edmonson County, at Thomas Nelson, before home games against Butler County, and technically right now scheduled against Muhlenberg County. They're supposed to maybe play this team again. Not sure if this game is going to fulfill that potential home game for Grayson County. 40-14 Grayson County as Riggs makes both free throws. 6 minutes to play. To Bogus. Bogus into the corner to Lynn. Three near side is in and out. Long rebound bouncing around, and Knopfsinger runs it down in front of her own bench. Knopfsinger drives down, dumps a pass out to Lynn. Another three, far side. That one's good. No, that one was by Fields, who makes that three-pointer. She's got 5 points. It's 40-17. Muhlenberg County starting to chip away just a little bit. Grayson County still there with a commanding lead. Right side, Snyder. She'll drive down, spins back here to the near side, goes up with the right hand. It's no good, but she is fouled by Muhlenberg County. So Grayson County's Rachel Snyder will go to the free throw line. She's fouled by Knopfsinger. That is her third and the team's second. So Rachel Snyder will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. The first free throw is up, and it is good for Rachel.
Into the game for Lady Cougars.
Subs in Briley Renfro into the game for Grayson County.
Also into the game for the Lady Cougars, number 11, Corey Milam.
Corey Milam will check into the game as well for the Lady Cougars, in for Sydney Perkins. So you've got Milam, Renfro, Snyder, Cave, and Kuiper on the floor for Grayson County here with 5:27 to play in the third quarter. Snyder's second free throw is up, and it is in and out. Rebound by Bogus. Looked like Cave was going to get it, but Bogus comes down with a nice rebound. An outlet pass down to Lynn. Lynn off the right side. The layup is no good. Can't get it to fall. Rebound bouncing around, and Knopfsinger comes down with an outside three, up and no good by Fields. And the rebound will go out of bounds off of Fields. And Grayson County is going to get the basketball underneath of their own basket. As substitution coming into the game here for Muhlenberg County, Brooklyn Stewart getting her first minutes here. She did not play, or she had 1 point last night, did not play at all last season. Cave's got it in the backcourt, loops a pass to Milam, but it's stolen away by Bogus. Bogus angling it back here towards the near side. She drives in on Renfro, chases her into the corner, down that near baseline, goes up, blocked by Cave, and she will get it back. She's double teamed underneath, and Milam's got the basketball into the middle to Snyder. Snyder has Kuiper on the near side, doesn't see her, dribbles it out to the left wing and picks up her dribble. Over to Kuiper on the left side. Kuiper jump pass inside to Snyder off the left block. The shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Muhlenberg County Stewart. Stewart gives it off to Lynn, and Lynn's going to slowly work up the far side. 41-17, 4.5 to play in the first quarter, as a foul is going to be whistled as she crosses half court on Briley Renfro. That is her third and the team's second here of this quarter. Substitutions coming in for Muhlenberg County. It'll be Joins. Into the game for Grayson County will be Micah Lee.
Substitution for the Lady Cougars into the game, Micah Lee.
Another sub in. No, it's not a sub, as it was just switching who was going to pass it in, as Mike Harper changed Macy Fields to pass it in instead of Bogus. Bogus has it in the backcourt. Picked up by Kuiper, who's waiting for her and immediately crosses the line, and Kuiper comes in with the defense. Bogus down here to the left wing, bobbled, three, left wing, good by Macy Fields. She's got 2 threes in the quarter. Muhlenberg County's got 3 of them in this quarter. It's 41-20 Grayson County. Milam takes a shot, 18 feet straight away, no good. In transition, rebound on the floor by Kuiper, goes up the right side, can't get it to fall. Rebound by Muhlenberg County's Knopfsinger. She's pushing, coast to coast, down the right side. The layup is good by J.C. Knopfsinger. She just took that rebound and immediately put her head down, and she was going to take it no matter what, and Rachel Snyder walks with it in the backcourt. And Grayson County's starting to turn the ball over, and it's a 19-point game. Substitutions coming in, Sydney Perkins, Gracie Franklin, and Micah Lee check in for Grayson County. So you've got Snyder, Franklin, Lee, Perkins, and Kuiper on the floor for the Lady Cougars. They lead 41-22, 3 minutes, 54 seconds to play in the third quarter. Pass here to no one. Knopfsinger tried to get it in to Stewart, but I think she thought Stewart was on the left wing, but instead Stewart was inside the left lane, and it ends up going out of bounds. Grayson County gets the basketball back here. Kuiper quickly trapped in the backcourt, and she finds her teammate Rachel Snyder. An outlet pass to Franklin. Franklin down inside to Perkins. Off the right block, Perkins takes 2 dribbles, spins it around, outside to Kuiper. Out front to Franklin. 3 straight away, no good. And the rebound is saved at first by Kuiper, but she couldn't knock it out of bounds off of a Muhlenberg County player. And I'll tell you, that is the one thing about Annie Kuiper. There is not a person, I think, on the floor that plays harder than Annie Kuiper. And that's not saying that the rest of the Lady Cougars don't play hard. She just is like the Energizer Bunny. She just is going after every loose ball, getting her hand in every passing lane. She's the player you want on your team with how aggressive she is. 3 right side is good by Stewart. And Muhlenberg County, the 3 ball is falling here in this third quarter. Just like that, it's getting a little bit closer at 41-25, 3:10 to play, and an offensive foul is going to be called as she crosses half court. Ted Hill looks like he is going to rip a timeout here. 41-25, either that or he didn't agree with the call. I guess he's going to let his team play through this as Rachel Snyder picks up the offensive foul. And it is a timeout on the floor taken by Ted Hill. 41-25, Muhlenberg County coming back in this one with 3:09 to play in the third. This is Grayson County Cougar basketball on 103.9 The Moose.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Grayson County 41, Muhlenberg County 25. 3:09 to play in the third quarter. Muhlenberg County chipping away in this one. In fact, they have outscored the Lady Cougars in this quarter. They've outscored them 17-7. So they're chipping away. It's still a 16-point game, and I'm sure this was a timeout by Ted Hill to just say, come on, let's forget about that. We're still up by 16. With 11 minutes to play in the game, as Muhlenberg County's got the basketball, they give it in to Knopfsinger, who drives down the right lane, dumps a pass off to the left block to Stewart, who loses it out of bounds, and possession will stay with the Lady Mustangs underneath. 3:03 to play in the third quarter. It is Grayson County 41, Muhlenberg County 25. As it will be Knopfsinger to pass in from underneath of their own basket. She throws it out front. Stewart, 3 straight away is good. Muhlenberg County is hitting the 3 in this quarter, and it is a 13-point game at 41-28. Cave, an outlet pass down to Snyder. Snyder angling it back towards the middle at the free throw line. Over to the far side, Perkins. She thought about the three, gets it out front to Cave. Cave, no look pass to the right wing to Riggs. The three to answer is good. Big three by Arissa Riggs in transition, and it's 44-28. Grayson County with the lead. Down the far side, Knopfsinger, coast to coast, goes up with a shot. It's no good, but she is fouled by Riggs. For Riggs, that'll be her second. And the team's fourth here. So to the free throw line will be J.C. Knopfsinger. She is 0 of 1 today. Coming into this game, 53% from the free throw line, and that shot is no good off the back of the iron. I mean, you just saw in the first half, Muhlenberg County couldn't make a shot to save their lives from the field, and in the second half, they're not missing a shot to save their lives. It's pretty much the exact opposite. Second free throw is up and good. Knopfsinger gets the roll. It's 44-29. Grayson County with a lead. 2.5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Riggs falls down in the backcourt. Fight for it on the floor, and a foul is going to be whistled on the floor on the far side. I'm not sure who this foul is going to be whistled on. They're going to call it on Muhlenberg County. It's called on Macy Fields. That is her second and the team's third, as it was both Kuiper and Fields went for the ball on that far side. And they could have pretty much picked their poison on who they wanted to give it to. Snyder weaving it through up the far side. Picked up on the left wing now. She picks up her dribble. Cross court here to Perkins, who's wide open on the right side. Back inside to the right elbow to Snyder, who's double teamed. Outside to Riggs. Down to the left block to Cave. Goes up, and she's fouled on the floor by by Muhlenberg County. So it's called on, I think, Knopfsinger. It is on Knopfsinger. That is her fourth and the team's fourth, so we'll stay on the floor, though. Mike Harper deciding on if he wants to go to a substitution, but they already have the ball in. Riggs, three, far side is short. Rebound on the floor is taken by Muhlenberg County. As with the basketball is Chloe Lynn. So the Mustangs have four, as Knopfsinger has 4 fouls, as there's a three right wing, and you'll never guess it. Chloe Lynn knocks it down. Timeout on the floor taken by Mike Harper. It'll be a 30-second timeout, as that timeout was clearly just to get Knopfsinger out of the game with the 4 fouls before she went back on defense. It's 44-32 with 1:58 to play here in this third quarter. And just like that, this is a 12-point game. Grayson County dominated the first half of action. They led 34-8 at the end of the first. And in this third quarter, it has been the exact opposite. All Muhlenberg County, as they have just fought back in this one and made it a basketball game. We'll see if we can't see and run down any scores from around the region. Again, a final score, Owensboro in boys basketball defeating Breck County by a final score of 72-26. In boys basketball, Henderson County on top of Meade County 54-48. Girls basketball, Owensboro Catholic defeating Meade County by a final score of 55-44. Boys basketball final, Metcalfe County winners over Cumberland County 76-67. Hopkinsville and girls basketball falls to Webster County by a final score of 55-51. Warren Central all over Warren East 57-38. That is in girls basketball. Of course, the Lady Dragons and the Lady Cougars will match up coming up on February the 20th. That'll be a Saturday afternoon game at the Cougar Den. We'll have that game on K105 Digital Productions and on K105 or the Moose. Not sure, depending on what time Kentucky plays. Out of the timeout, it's Andy Kuiper who breaks the timeline up the near side. An outlet pass down here to the corner to Riggs, inside to Snyder, who's bodied up and fouled from behind by Muhlenberg County. As that foul is going to be called on Stewart. That is her first and the team's 5th. So it will stay underneath the basket. The pass in coming for Annie Kuiper. Gets it in near the near side. Perkins, 3 is partially blocked by Muhlenberg County. Kuiper is there to get the rebound. She's double teamed. Gets it outside to Snyder. Snyder down the far baseline. She dribbles it off of Muhlenberg County's foot. So it will stay Grayson County basketball underneath of their own basket. Bradley Renfro going to check into the game for the Lady Cougars. Checking out for her will be Sydney Perkins. So you've got Renfro, Riggs, Cave, Snyder, and Kuiper on the floor. Ella Robinson going to check back into the game with the 4 fouls. She will come in for Riggs. So Robinson checks in there, trying to give some more size on the inside. Kuiper scans the defense and throws it into the left wing to Snyder. Snyder, interior pass into Robinson, who bobbles it and gets it outside here to Renfro. Renfro straight away to Kuiper. 44-32. Grayson County on top. 1:30 to play tonight's game in the third quarter in tonight's game. Down to the left block to Robinson. Off the left side. She bodies up her defender and puts it in. Robinson's got 4 points. And Grayson County's lead is back to 14 here with 1:20 to play in the third quarter. Here to the near side, it is to Lynn. Lynn angles back towards the middle. She's going to set up the Lady Mustang offense in between the circles. Right wing, stolen away by Kuiper. Annie Kuiper, fast break down the left side. The layup is good for Kuiper. Kuiper's up to 8 points, and the Grayson County lead back to 16, 48-32, 55 seconds to play. Nearly another steal by Renfro, and here come the Lady Mustangs. Down the right side, Browning. Off the right side, the easy layup in transition by Alyssa Browning. And back and forth these two teams go. Cave picks up her dribble in the backcourt and finds Rachel Snyder, who will break the timeline. Over to the left wing to Renfro. Renfro back inside to Snyder on the interior, pass up the left side. Beautiful pass by Renfro, and finds Rachel Snyder on the inside, and Grayson County back to a 16-point lead with 25 seconds to play in the third quarter. As it's back in the backcourt, Lynn. She gets around Renfro, breaks the timeline across the far side. She drives down, interior pass down the left block to Stewart. Her shot's no good. Rebound. Stepping out of bounds is Muhlenberg County. As I heard a whistle and didn't see what the call was, and Muhlenberg County's player grabbed the ball. It was in Robinson's hands, but a Muhlenberg County player grabbed it, and her foot was on the line. 13 seconds on the clock. 50-34, Grayson County on top. 8 seconds and counting. Renfro down inside to Snyder. Spins to the far side. Off the left side, can't get it to fall. Rebounded by the Lady Mustangs with 2 seconds. They got to get a shot off if they do, and they will not. As they wave it off, and at the end of 3, it's Grayson County 50, Muhlenberg County 34. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on 103.9 The Moose.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19. The anxiety can be overwhelming. If you're feeling extra worried, you're not alone. You can still contact a mental health professional. They're ready to help you get through this. And remember, prepare, focus on the essentials. Protect, keep some space from people outside your home, and disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Out of the timeout, it'll be Muhlenberg County basketball. Over to the far side, deep on the right wing here at the start of this fourth quarter. It's 50-34, Grayson County with a lead. As straight away with the basketball, it is Chloe Lynn. Lady Cougars up by 16. Just need to find a way to close this one out. Not the greatest third quarter in the world, but luckily you won the first two, so the third quarter doesn't matter as much. 3 deep is no good by Browning. Probably not the shot that they wanted. And Renfro gets the rebound, stripped away, running right into Reagan Cave on the drive. Nice defense by Cave. Up the near side, Renfro. She's double-teamed and splits it with a pass off to Rachel Snyder. Over to the left wing, Cave. Far side, Kuiper drives down the far baseline, gets the layup to fall. Annie Kuiper, she puts her name into double figures in Grayson County. Up 52-34, 7 minutes and 14 seconds to play. Briley Renfro gets her hand on the inbounds pass and knocks it out of bounds and runs right into Ted Hill, who gives her a fist pump. 52-34, Lady Cougs on top, 7:10 to play in the fourth quarter. As it's Chloe Lynn to break the timeline, guarded by Snyder. In between the circles, Rachel looking to see where the offense is coming from. They look to get it to the right side. Lynn had nowhere to go, and she finally gives it off to Knopfsinger, who's back into the game with those 4 fouls. Down inside, Browning, knocked away by Robinson into Cave. To Kuiper, who has it knocked away from behind, back into the hands of Knopfsinger. Back and forth, the ball goes. Knopfsinger drives down the right side, dumps a pass off in the interior, and it is out of bounds off of the Lady Cougars. So it will stay Muhlenberg County basketball. 6 minutes, 46 seconds to play. It's Grayson County 52, Muhlenberg County 34. Knopfsinger scans in, passes it out front. 3 by Lynn off the left side is in and out. Rebounded by Robinson. Robinson off to Renfro, and Renfro is fouled up the far side by Chloe Lynn.
Muhlenberg County fouls on number 3.
For Lynn, that is her first and the team's 6th. So Lady Cougars going to shoot free throws for the remainder of this game. 6:40 to play in tonight's game. It's 52-34. Kuiper in between the circles. Got the man-to-man defense from Muhlenberg County. On the left elbow, it is taken by Snyder. And steps violation is called on Rachel Snyder.
Traveling violation, Muhlenberg County basketball.
As Snyder was spinning around to set it up, and I didn't necessarily see it, but the official had the better angle on it. 52-34, 6:25 to play. Lady Cougs still well on top. Snyder nearly gets a steal on Lynn. Lynn gets around Snyder now. She splits defenders, loses the ball into the corner, and she'll walk with it. It's probably a good call there by the official, as she was just losing the basketball. As up the floor, J.C. Knopfsinger was talking to one of the officials and I think said, watch her arms. Yes, the Muhlenberg County player was saying, I guess a Grayson County player must be getting putting too many arms on the inside. And Knopfsinger is guarding, I think, Reagan Cave. So I'm sure that's who they were probably talking to. Full court press now will come out for the Mustangs. Reagan Cave will pass it in to Annie Kuiper. So it looks like Knopfsinger, well, no, it's some zone defense here. A little 1-2-2 full court zone. Down to the left block, Snyder. That's how you break it. Layup no good. The putback is up, no good. By Snyder. She gets it back. That third time's the charm and puts it in off the left side. Snyder missed the first 2, got the rebound each time. And she'll go to the free throw line now to shoot 1. After foul is called on Macy Fields, that is her 3rd and the team's 7th. Snyder to the line to try and convert on the and 1. She's got 16 points and the rebound is short. Long rebound on the floor is taken here, and it's going to be a jump ball. Lady Cougars are going to get the basketball as the rebound was no good by Snyder. So Lady Cougs will get the ball to pass in from in front of their own bench. It'll be Snyder to pass it in. They lead by 20, 54-34. Snyder passes inside to Kuiper. Kuiper on the left block. She's got it. Gets it outside to Snyder, who will back it off onto the left wing. Picks up her dribble out front to Renfro. Renfro drives down the right side. Interior pass stolen away by Muhlenberg County. Nice defense on the inside by Robinson. Not letting Muhlenberg County push, but they end up doing it anyways. Bogus off the left side. The layup is good. And a foul is called on Reagan Cave on the drive. Free throws will come from Muhlenberg County. For Cave, that is her 1st and the team's 5th. So to the line will be Sarah Kate Bogus to try and convert on the and 1. Free throw up, and it is no good. Short. Rebounded by Robinson for the Lady Cougars. Off to Kuiper. Kuiper back here to the near side to Snyder. Snyder down the right lane. Goes down to the left side and makes it in. Nice move by Snyder in the lane as she took it down the right side and immediately took 1 step to the left on the dribble. Knopfsinger up the far side. Lady Mustangs trying to answer. Knopfsinger gets away with a carry. Outside 3, right wing is no good by Stewart. Rebound on the floor is knocked into the hands of Snyder. Lady Cougars pushing. It's Snyder right up the middle. She takes it right to the hole off to the right side. Fades it away down the baseline. The shot's no good. Rebound on the floor is out of bounds off of Reagan Cave. So it'll go back towards Muhlenberg County basketball. 56-36. Grayson County on top of this one. 5:05 to play in tonight's game. Lady Cougars looking well on their way to a 5th straight win. Straight away, Lynn with the basketball, guarded by Snyder. Muhlenberg County's got to get something going by Carper, calling off his offense. Lynn picks up her dribble on the left side, looking for help, and finds it stolen away by Kuiper. Kuiper, fast break down the right side, lays it up, and it is good. Annie Kuiper has 12 points. It's a new career high for the sophomore. She and the Lady Cougar lead is now 22, 58-36. Jump pass here to Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger swings it over to Bogus. Left wing 3 is up, and it's an air ball. Rebounded by Stewart, but it's off her hand and out of bounds. Stewart had possession, but just wasn't able to finish it underneath of the basket. Muhlenberg County still sticking with their full court press. 4:26 to play in tonight's game. Off to Renfro. Renfro here to the near side to Snyder. Snyder right up the middle. Back towards the far side. Tried to get an interior pass into Robinson. It's stolen away by Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger weaving through. Gets around 3 Lady Cougar players. She gets around a 4th and Kuiper off the right side and a blocking foul on the drive. She gets it to fall is Knopfsinger. And she'll go to the free throw line to try and convert on and one.
Lady Cougar foul number 23, Reagan Cave, her second.
Cave picks up the foul. That is her second and the team's 6th. So to the line will be J.C. Knopfsinger. She is 1 of 3 so far tonight. Final score in boys basketball, Owensboro Catholic defeating Christian County 64-48. Free throw by Knopfsinger. She dribbles it 3 times, lets it fly, and it is no good. Rebound by Rachel Snyder. Snyder's probably got about 15 rebounds in this game. The illustrious sports writer Don Brown not here tonight to let us know. But it's a right wing here by Renfro. Renfro drives down, dumps a pass off to Kuiper. Kuiper off the left side. The basket can't fall, but Annie will go to the free throw line after she's fouled on the arm by Muhlenberg County. As I see they're called on Fields or Lynn. It's called on Fields. That is her 4th, team's 8th. So to the free throw line will be Annie Kuiper. She will shoot 2. First free throw is up and good for Annie. She's got 13 points and counting. Substitutions into the game. Briley Renfro will check out. Arissa Riggs in for her, and Riley Stevenson going to check into the game for Grayson County. Second free throw coming for Annie Kuiper. It's up, and it is good. Annie makes them both. She's turning herself into a nice game, 14 points, and it's 60-38. Grayson County under 4 minutes to play in tonight's game. Quickly moving down the side, and a foul from behind by Riley Stevenson is Macy Fields. For Stevenson, that's her first and the team's 7th. So 1 and the bonus will come for Macy Fields. She's 2 of 3 in tonight's game so far. Three dribbles, the shot is up, and it's off the back of the iron, no good. Rebounded by guess who? If you guessed Rachel Snyder, you'd be correct. She's putting herself into another big rebounding game underneath. 3 minutes, 40 seconds to play in tonight's game. It's Grayson County 60, Muhlenberg County 38. Annie Kuiper, guarded by Fields, gets around Fields, gets a screen from Snyder. She'll give it back to Snyder. Left wing 3 by Rachel is up, no good. Rebound on the floor. A foul is whistled.
Muhlenberg County foul on number 30.
Called on Bogus. That is her 2nd. And the team's, it's either the 8th or the 9th. It's a foul on Muhlenberg County, it's a foul on Grayson County. It is a foul on Muhlenberg County because they took the ball and they were passing it down like it was going to be Muhlenberg County free throws. And so it will be Grayson County free throws. It'll be Riley Stevenson will go to the free throw line. She's not attempted a free throw so far this season. She had career-high 6 points against Edmonson County last year. She appeared in 10 games, appeared in a few games so far this year. This will be her chance for her first points on the young season. First free throw is up and no good short. She won't get a second. 60-38, Grayson County with a lead. Off to the right wing, it is Lynn. Lynn over to the far side to Browning. Browning drives in off the right side. The floater with the right hand is no good, and Browning will knock that basketball out of bounds. Substitution coming into the game for Muhlenberg County will be Maddie Vinson. She'll check in for Macy Fields. Riggs has the basketball in the backcourt. Off here to the near side to Kuiper. Kuiper splits defenders over to the far side. Kuiper, handoff pass to Robinson. Robinson outside to Riggs. Riggs far side to Kuiper. And Lady Cougars are going to set this basketball up. Lady Cougars came into this game averaging only 46.8 points a game. They've got 60 so far tonight. Kuiper has it stolen away by Knopfsinger. Fast break down the left side. Kuiper tried to steal it back, but Knopfsinger lays it in off the left side. 60-40. Grayson County on top. 2 minutes, 45 seconds to play in tonight's game. Looks like the Lady Cougars are well on their way to winning their 5th straight game, barring a miraculous comeback by the Lady Mustangs. Out front to Riggs, giving it off to Kuiper. Kuiper dribbles it over here to the near side. Kuiper has Robinson in the post if she wants it, but Kuiper's just dribbling it back and forth. Passes over to the left wing to Riggs. Riggs drives in, loses it, stolen away by Bogus. Bogus pushing. 2-on-3, go the Mustangs. Bogus drives right down off the left side, blocked by Snyder, out of bounds. So it will stay Muhlenberg County basketball underneath as Rachel Snyder blocked Bogus out of bounds. And it will be their basketball coming back. So it will be underneath, Knopfsinger to pass in. You could hear a pin drop right now in the Owensboro Sportscenter. Scanning and gets it into Browning. Browning on the left side. Bodies towards the right side, bobbles it at the free throw line and just taps it out into the hands of Vincent. Back off to Browning, guarded by Robinson. Here to the near side, Knopfsinger. 3 up, and it is an air ball. Rebounded by Rachel Snyder for Grayson County. Snyder pushing up the far side of the floor. She pushes down coast to coast. Layup off the left side is good. Rachel Snyder went coast to coast on that one. And Grayson County's lead is 62-40. 2 minutes to play in tonight's game. Rachel Snyder's got 20 points in this one. 3 near side is up, no good by Vincent. And the rebound on the floor is taken by Lynn. Shot's no good, rebounded by Robinson. Robinson, an outlet pass off to Kuiper. Kuiper down to the right block to Riggs. Layup off the right side is good by Arissa Riggs. Timeout on the floor taken by Ted Hill. It is going to be they're just going to do a 30-second substitution timeout and let things roll and run through. So, looks like, no, they are going to take it, so we'll take it with them. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Lady Cougs lead 64-40. 1:33 to play in tonight's game. Grayson County well on their way to picking up their 5th straight win, and this is a good win. Muhlenberg County obviously is not the Muhlenberg County that they've been in years past. I mean, 2 of the past 3 years they've lost in the regional final. As firing a pass inbounds to Browning is Bogus. And Bogus is going to break the timeline across the far side, chased by Riley Stevenson. So on the floor for Grayson County, you've got Jennings, Dennis, Lee, Stevenson, and Milam. So the youth out there for Grayson County. Ted Hill trying to get some of his players some new minutes. Knopfsinger drives in on Stevenson, and a foul is going to be called on the drive.
Lady Cougar fouls on Riley Stevenson.
Foul called on Riley Stevenson. That is her second, so free throws will come here for J.C. Knopfsinger. Again, Grayson County right now is scheduled to play Edmonson County on Friday evening. 6 o'clock will be the start time of that one as Knopfsinger makes the first free throw. Knopfsinger will get the second. And it is off the back of the iron, no good. Dennis with a rebound for the Lady Cougars. Dennis has it stolen away, though, by Muhlenberg County off the right side. The layup is good by Knopfsinger. 64-43. Grayson County with the lead. 1 minute to play in tonight's game. Milam picks it up right at the half-court line. Gives it to Lee. Lee down here to the near side to Stevenson. Stevenson back out front to Milam. Milam gets around the defender. She drives down into the far corner. 10 feet near side. It's no good. Rebound on the floor taken by Browning. Browning loops the pass out to Bogus. Defense knocked out of bounds is Michael Lee. So it will stay Muhlenberg County basketball with 46.7 seconds on the clock. Sydney Perkins will check into the game. Checking out will be Riley Stevenson. So it looks like Annie Kuiper tonight, she's going to finish with a career-high 14 points. Rachel Snyder adds 20. So Muhlenberg County's Knopfsinger with the basketball, guarded by Lee. 40 seconds on the clock. And it's Bogus on the right side. And Bogus loses it, stolen away by Perkins. 30 seconds to play. And I'm sure that Grayson County can just let this clock run out if they want to, or, yep, and that's what Ted Hill wants. He wants them to get it off. Milam, though, she'll take the shot off the right side. It's no good. Lee with a rebound, and Ted Hill's calling for his team to pull it out. Muhlenberg County's got the basketball back, though, with 15 seconds to play. Off to the right side, it is Browning. Guarded by Perkins with 8 seconds. Muhlenberg County's got to get a basketball off. Down to the free throw line is Browning. She turns it around. The shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Grayson County. Lady Cougars win this one by a final score of 64-43 tonight. They win their 5th straight game and improve to 5-4 on the young season. Rachel Snyder finishes with 20 points, and Annie Kuiper adds a career-high 14. This is Lady Cougar basketball right here on 103.9 The Moose.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent.
Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. It was a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call. That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
I see equal housing lender in MLS 403246.
Richfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Lady Cougars 64-43 winners tonight against Muhlenberg County. Good win tonight for the Lady Cougars. They've won their 5th straight. They're now 5-4 on the young season. Rachel Snyder, 20 points. Annie Kuiper adding in a career-high 14 in the win. We'll jump into the 5th quarter show after this, talk to the head coach of the Lady Cougars, Ted Hill, run down scores from around the region, and wrap things up. This is Lady Cougar basketball right here on 103.9 The Moose.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Here to Owensboro Sportscenter, where Grayson County wins tonight by a final score of 64-43 against Muhlenberg County. As, in fact, sitting down and joining me right now is the head coach of the Grayson County Cougars. We'll let him get his headset on. It's taking the time. Coach, first off, can you hear me okay?
Yes. Yeah, I'm
I'll
good.
tell you, first thing I got to say, we made a comment after your win on Friday night about the playlist, and I'm not sure who's rocking the playlist tonight, but I'm a big fan.
Boogie Shoes, that's 80s stuff right there.
That's what I was raised
70s,
on, so I
80s.
love it. Tonight, 64-43 winner against the defending region champs. I know that That's a very different team than the team that was
Yeah.
the runner-up from the region. But it doesn't matter who you play. When you hold a team to one field goal in the first half, you got to be pretty happy with your defense.
We got down and guarded it hard in the first half and told them not to be complacent, to keep on playing hard in the second half. And they come out and hit a bunch of threes. I don't know how many they hit in the third, but
6.
Too many.
Yes, 6.
Yeah, and got them back in it, and then we turned the pressure back up and pulled back out. It's one of those deals. It's a fine line there. You know, I'm not into beating people 82-17 or whatever. We just wanted a solid win to get out. You don't want to – I felt like we could have really put a pound on them there and didn't. But give them credit. His kids kept on fighting and didn't give up and kept playing hard all the way to the end.
I mean, they outscored you by 10 in that third quarter, and that's what, I mean, the threes helped a lot with that. When you hit 6 threes, that'll help a lot with it. But, I mean, the defense, but in the first half, maybe the most impressive thing on your end was you had 8 different players score in the game. And I know we talked about that before the Open, and I think that's how many you had to end up scoring here tonight. You've put 3 into double figures. It's good to see when you spread out that wealth and know that it's not one player that's just going to have to drop 30 every night.
Right. I thought we talked about that in the pregame, making the extra pass. And, you know, a shot is good, but a pass and a shot is great. And making that extra pass helps you out. And I thought we only took 4 or 5 selfish-looking shots tonight, and the rest of them was good shot selection. We've had balanced scoring the last game. Tonight's good. And probably played about as good in the first half as we played all year.
Maybe the player offensively that stood out the most. Of course, Rachel got her 20, and I'm sure you might have a count on her rebounds. It's got to be up there again.
I don't know. I didn't ask
know.
for it.
Yeah, no, it's probably up there again.
Way up there.
Probably. Annie Kuiper tonight, career high 14 points.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
awesome.
By my counts.
She was very active. A lot of steals, a lot of deflections, running out.
And I've asked, so Travis Johnston on the boys' side, he is Chandler McCready, and I've asked him beforehand, does Chandler know how to not play hard? And I guess Annie, in a way, is your Chandler. Does Annie know not how to play hard?
No, she has one speed and one speed only, and that's that. And I probably should have got her a couple of breaks in there. It's hard to take her out, especially I was wanting to rest her actually in the second half there, and they made a run on us. And, yeah, she's just everywhere, full speed. So,
coming up, at least as of 9:15 on Tuesday evening, you've got Edmonson County on Friday nights.
Yeah.
Obviously, as we've learned this year, anything can happen.
Yeah.
But if Edmonson County is your opponent on Friday nights, I know that that game did not set well with you when you played them. Feels like about 3 years ago, earlier this season. What do you want to see from your team before you jump into that, though?
That type of effort that we've had the last 5 games, and you know, Edmonton's really put it to us the last 3 games that we've played them. We're just better than that. We're geared up. We're ready for Friday night, to say the least. We'll enjoy this for about 10 minutes and get ready. And, you know, people can say, well, that game really doesn't mean anything now, the seeding-wise. And that's true, seating-wise. But if we're going to strap it up and play, then it's got to mean something to us. And it just so happens they're the next one in line. They're next.
Well, Coach, we'll take a quick break, and we'll bring Ella in and talk with her and come back with a little bit more. We'll see you, I guess, when we see you. Maybe Friday night, maybe
Friday
beforehand.
night.
You never know this year.
Yeah, I'm really proud of Ella, too. She's really come on, like we talked about in the pregame, and she's just a beast in there, man.
Well, we'll get a chance to talk with her in just a moment. We'll take a quick break and come back with more here on 103.9 The Moon.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way. My kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Welcome back to the Owensboro Sportscenter, where the Grayson County Lady Cougars are winners tonight against Muhlenberg County by a final score of 64-43. I'm joined now by senior forward Ella Robinson. And Ella, I know you said, in fact, it'd help if I turn your mic up. I know you said you're really excited to get a chance to talk, right?
Yes, I am. I love this kind of stuff.
So tonight you pick up the 21-point win. I mean, anytime, like I was talking to Coach, I mean, that might not be the team that Muhlenberg County was last year, but anytime you can take down the defending regional runner-up by double digits and by 20 points, it's got to feel good.
Oh, it does.
Your senior year so far this year, you started off 0-4, and I know you had some injuries there. Annie Kuiper, I see you got another senior.
Got some fans.
You got some fans, big fans over there. You started off 0-4, and I know you were missing Annie through some of those games, but now you've ripped off 5 straight wins. What's been the difference?
I just think our energy's really been a big factor with it, and Annie being in there, she's definitely helped us out tremendously. You know, we had a rocky start, but I mean, we're all coming together. That's what it really is. We're all, we've played with each other in the past, but like last year, we really relied on our seniors. So I think we're finally, learning to step up and really take over the court.
You mentioned, relying on those seniors, and kind of when you look at the other end, some of your younger players have really been stepping up. You mentioned Annie tonight. She has a career-high 14 points. Arissa adds 12. And then, you look at Corey Milam. She gets a basket. Sydney Perkins hits 2 good threes. I seemingly always have to ask this, but as a senior, how good does it feel when you look and you see that freshmen and sophomore are stepping up in big ways and scoring, knowing that when your last game comes that the program is in good hands?
Oh, yeah, it's great knowing that, they're getting this experience now, and it's going to help them so much. Because I remember when I was a freshman going in varsity, and it helped me so much.
When you look at this so far, you got coming up on Friday a chance against Edmonson County, and I know Coach was telling us that the last 3 times you played them has probably not, they have won all 3 of them fairly handily, but I don't know that they are very handily better than your team.
Right.
So is there a different mindset you have to go in when you go into a game like this, when you know that a team has beaten you 3 straight times, but it's a big rivalry game?
You just got to think, it's Edmonton. Like, that's our rivalry. You got to really step it up because, honestly, against us, it's always one of their best games of the season. So, we just really have to, rely on each other. Rachel will be a big part. Annie will be everyone will be a big part for that game.
And then I got to ask, before the season, we've been building some graphics. And on there, it had your nickname. And I think some people have probably seen it. You've been starting every game. And your nickname is Kurt Rambis.
Yes.
Do you want to give a little background as to why?
Well, he was an NBA player, and he wore those thick glasses. And Coach Mack, he always made fun of me for my goggles, and so he would call me Kurt Rambis and put on he would wear my goggles. So I think at one point there was a picture of Kurt Rambis hanging in like the basketball office, and there's one hanging in my locker and in my bedroom at home. So
it's just kind of one of those things that stuck and fit through.
For sure.
I like it. Well, Ella, I appreciate you taking the time, and I'm sure we might talk to you again at some point this season. And if we don't see you before Friday night, good luck. And
thank you.
Let's get a win against Edmonton County.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
That's Ella Robinson. We'll take a break, come back with more here on 103.9 The Moose.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. It's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels, connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
All it takes. To find out more, visit thesicilianbank.com or call them at 270-982-4822. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Lady Cougars are winners tonight by a final score of 64-43 against Muhlenberg County. We'll try to run down some quick scores from around the region. As Owensboro Catholic is a winner in boys basketball, their girls team also won tonight. And other than that, there's really not a ton of scores that we have to bring you that have much interest locally, at least as we've run some of them through. But the one that really matters is that the Lady Cougars win their 5th straight game to improve to 5-4 on the season with a 64-43 win. Come back and wrap things up after this, as this is Lady Cougar basketball on the Moose.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
3711 Twin Lakes Regional Medical Center. Your home, your health.
Wake up and text. Text and eat.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Lady Cougars winners tonight against Muhlenberg County by a final score of 64-43. Running down the scoring, it was 12 points for J.C. Knopfsinger, 8 for Macy Fields for the Lady Mustangs, 6 each for Chloe Lynn, for Brooklyn Stewart, 7 for Sarah Kate Bogus, and 4 for Alyssa Browning. For Grayson County, they were led by Rachel Snyder. She had 20 points, 14 points, a career high for Annie Kuiper, 12 for Arissa Riggs, 6 for Sydney Perkins, 4 for Ella Robinson, 3 each from Reagan Cave and for Gracie Franklin. And finishing off the scoring with 2 points was Corey Mila. Lady Cougars win their 5th straight. They're now 5-4 on the young season. They will be back in action on Friday against Edmonson County. That wraps up our coverage here tonight from the Owensboro Sportscenter. It's been a long day as we were not sure where we would be, but we made it here. And that wraps it up here. I want to thank the K105 Digital Productions crew for being flexible today and being with us. Your camera operator was Bradley Napier, and your director was Chase Blaine. So on a night where the Lady Cougars win their 5th straight and improve to 5-4 in the season with a 64-43 win over Muhlenberg County, this is Sam Gormley saying, so long, everyone.